So let's talk about what a mask is. It's simply an alpha channel, if you're familiar with that from Photoshop or something else. In other words, it's a black and white image that shows us where an effect is applied. White means the effect is applied full strength, and black means it's not applied at all. Now, World Machine's generators and effects all have built-in mask inputs. These are these ports down at the bottom of the device. So let's go ahead and create a radial gradient. We'll use spherical, and this currently is being represented as a height field, but we can convert this to a mask. It doesn't take much work, and now World Machine is showing this simply as a black and white image. That helps us visualize what we have. Now we can take that and we can plug it into any effect. So here we've now constrained our terrace device to only take effect within the area where the circle implied. Now here we can see a sharp little ridge on the outside because our spherical gradient had a very sharp drop off on the edge. So let's go ahead and just use a Gaussian, which is much smoother. So if we build that, we'll see now it blends in very smoothly with the surrounding terrain. We now have just a nice little area that's been terraced and everything else is not. Now we can also plug that in. Let's break the connection to the terrace. We could also plug that instead into the advanced Berlin noise generator. That now constrained our noise to only be in a small area. So basically, we've just now created an island. Now we might have to fiddle with the feature size to make sure that our island has the shape that we want. That looks nice to me. Let's go ahead and build and take a look at the outcome. Well, now we've got some severe terracing and a steep mountain. So let's go ahead and do something else to this. Let's say we only want to have the terraces applied in a few places. Well, if you thought we'd use a mask for that, you're right. Let's go ahead and create a layout generator. Now the layout generator, if you recall, lets you actually draw shapes inside World Machine, and it's fantastic for working with masks. It lets you control where the mask is applied. So let's hook it up to the mask input of the terrace, and we'll go ahead and lock the preview on the terrace device, and then go into the layout generator. Now we'll zoom in a bit and decide that we want to terrace, let's say, this area right here, or maybe right here. And we can adjust the fall off of our shape and the profile curve so that it looks the way we want. And let's build and see what we got. That might be a little more interesting. Now, I don't know if it makes any sense to have that area terraced, but at least we've done something. We can move that around. We could do a lot of things to try to fiddle with that. So there's an interesting little island that we've just created in just a few seconds or minutes.